Hello and welcome back to Packs and Picks. Today I'm going over the second sealed deck I've made for March of the Machine. Like last time before the video, I took some time to sort through the packs, collect my thoughts on the pool, and build the deck. So let's check things out. So first off, just like last time, we'll take a look at the rares. So we had Invasion of Theros, Hoarding Broodlord, Bloated Processor, Taigam, Ojutai Master, and we actually had more rares, but they ended up in the deck that I built. One of the notable things is we actually had 9 rares in this overall pool. So with the Multiverse Legends that Wizards put in March of the Machine, it seems like you could just get a higher chance of getting more rares in your pool, and we ended up with 9 total. So lots of powerful cards that we'll see as we go through the deck. But these were the 4 rares that didn't make it into the deck. So let's take a look at the deck itself. So I ended up with a red-white deck that I'll lay out here. And one of the most notable things is just there's a lot of creatures, not a lot of removal, not a lot of interaction really. So I think that is one of the downsides of the deck. And really my goal with this deck, I think, is just to stick it out as long as possible until we can stick Etali, Primal Conqueror, onto the battlefield. So this is a super powerful card. When I saw it, I definitely wanted to put it in the deck. So 7/7 trample for 7. So if we can stick this, probably got a good chance of making an impact in the game. Other great rares that we have, we've got Boonbringer Valkyrie here. So 4/4 with backup 1, flying first strike, and lifelink. We've got Drana in Linvala. This is our 1 off-color card, so I ended up with a couple of multicolor lands that gave us access to black mana, so I put Drana and Linvala in here. We also have Zirda the Dawnwalker, so 3/3 for 3, making our activated abilities cost less. And Captain Lannery Storm, 2/2 with haste, making treasure tokens. So some of the interactions that I'm hoping to unlock in the game, Lannery can make us some treasure that might help us get to Etali faster or help us flip Etali. So that's nice there. Zirda also has some nice synergy with cards that transform in the set. So things like Sunblessed Guardian here. So 6 mana to transform that card. Also Seraph of New Capenna. So 5 mana to transform that card. And then also, it's kind of magical Christmas land, but Zirda also has some good synergies with Drana. Drana being able to steal abilities of opponents' creatures that we could then reduce the cost of with Zirda. So there's some fun synergies there. I think really it's just try to put a lot of good threats on the board that our opponent has to answer, and then try to stick it out until we cast Etali. So what did make the cut? For me, really the big other question was black. So we did have some good black cards. We had some good removal in Vanquish the Weak, Collective Nightmare, Merciless Repurposing, and then some decent cards to make out the rest of the deck. Obviously we had that Brooding Horde Dragon, what was it called? The Hoarding Broodlord, that guy there. What it came down for me was I liked the look of Boonbringer Valkyrie a little more than the Broodlord, and so that made me kind of lean towards the white, also with the double white and Zirda, and then some of the other white cards just made me lean more towards white. But I do think you could build a red-black deck with this pool of cards. There was also a couple of gold cards that I think look pretty good in red-black, so Invasion of Asgol, early impact to make an opponent sacrifice a creature. And then Stormclaw Rager. If you watched the first video, this was a card that I like the looks of. I still want to try to play it in the format, so this is still on my radar to give a shot to. So yeah, I think you could go with a black-red deck for sure. And then the other option too would be green. So obviously Etali has a off-color green activation kind of suggesting that you might go into green. So the green pool we had wasn't too strong, but I could see putting some Timberland Ancients in your deck to get the forest cycling, some ramp there. We had Blighted Burgeoning, also some ramp. Overgrown Pest could help you dig out the Atali. And then just some general good cards in green, Knotvold Hermit. We had Finn the Fanbearer, but really just not a lot of impactful stuff from green. But I do think maybe you could, do a green-red deck to really try to lean into the Atali plan. And that's really the card pool. Really interesting with all the rares. We had one rare that was not red, white, or black, and it was actually a multicolored card in Taigam. So it seems like the pool wanted us to go with either red, white, or black. But maybe you could do a green or a blue deck in there somewhere. But just let me know in the comments what direction you would have taken this pool. Do you stay red, white? Do you go red, black? Do you go black, white? Do you try to go into green to ramp into Atali? Let me know your thoughts. And do stay tuned, because in a future video, this deck and the first deck are going to be played against each other and see how they perform. We'll do that in Arena. And of course, we're going to be opening more packs and building more decks too. So we'll see you next time. Thanks.